3 Genius Society members at the same time? I knew this interview
There's
was
Albert
a bad
and
idea.
Screwlum.
Mr. Screwlum, member 76, sophisticated mechanical aristocrat and renowned leader. Not to mention, the savior of inorganic life throughout the universe. He's as sharp as they come. He'll recognize my brilliance in an instant. Now, if I can just get him to recommend me.
And his astonishing wisdom in the field of broadcasting has been duly recognized by Noose themselves. Ergo, the Genius Society hereby confers upon Mr. Owlbert the title of Member 85.
Member 81, Ron May.
Oh, there's Ruan May.
She seemed like a kind and elegant person in the simulated universe. A little distant, though, but what if I ask a bad question? Since when does Albert ask bad
And there's Herta.
questions?
This little bird has an active imagination.
Quit daydreaming!
Madam Herta!
The program is about to start! What are you waiting for? A trailer or something?
Roll the trailer.
I thought member 4
Oh, look, there's Peppy.
had gotten rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this.
Wait, what is that?
Who's here?
Looks so cute.
Buzz. Madam Herta, open zone. Buzz. Class 1, clearance zone. Permission status.
Oh, is this a new area in the space station?
There's much you don't know about
Oh,
this
there's
station.
There's Ruan May.
It's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation. If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through.
Oh my god, those little things are so cute.
A genius move. And how will you counter it?
Wait, is that Dr. L plus Ratio?
You look troubled.
Hey, it's Dr. Ratio.
Do try to think for yourself.
That's why he does a lot. Hey, usable than I expected.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. Only the wounded
Wait, what's meant to Asta?
bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Okay,
Audience data.
this is like the last patch before 2.0 anyway. So I guess they're kind of wrapping the story up. Oh, codes. I'll put it in the chat, but if you have Hoyo Lab, you can actually like claim it immediately. 7S9 SPC J5 CRUT. I'll put it in Discord as well. It's me that does Dr. Ratio look kind of different from his like splash art. I need to post.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon,
Quality on this.
good
Oh, it's actually on the
evening.
highest
If
quality.
you know already, I'm Albert. Your
Yeah, I guess it's the art style.
president announcer. Welcome to the version 1.6 Crown of the Mundane and Divine special program. On today's program, we're bringing together 3 intellectual heavyweights from none other than the Genius Society. Oh, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I guess if you look from it from the distance, you think you might be Blue Hyphen.
Herta here.
Madam Herta, like we said, remember? Enthusiasm.
Seriously? Fine. Hello, I'm Herta.
Hurts with emotion.
We're talking. And let's not forget the new face on the block, Madam Ron May.
Hello, dear viewers. I'm Ran Mei.
I suppose that makes it my turn. Greetings, viewers.
Yeah, I guess so.
I am Screwlum. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, the pleasure is all ours. I never thought I'd be interviewing all three of you at the same time. I guess the great Noose must have finally recognized my potential.
Don't get ahead of yourself. This is a scheduled space station visit. Lucky for you, we had time for a show.
Or, to put it another way, participating in your program was a way of maximizing the utility of our itinerary. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I just realised Screw's actually emoting.
Anyhow, we saw from the trailer that the story is making a return to Herta Space Station. Intelligence available for release indicates the following. Madam Ron May has...
Oh yeah, there's like one area in the space station I can get access to.
Biological science experiment.
I think that's the area that we're gonna see in
like
this
to avoid
version.
attracting too much attention with my experiments, and the station had a sealed-off area available. Herta was kind enough to lend it to me.
Big enough to spread across 3 levels.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll ever do Playable Albert.
New domain waiting for us in version 1.6. Welcome to Herta Space Station's Seclusion Zone. Due to the secrecy surrounding the zone, there's currently not a soul to be found across the whole domain.
Rebuttal. Your assertion excludes the existence of inorganic life operating in the area.
Wait, are those like the swarm bugs?
The story is set to unfold in this new domain.
Wait, so you still...
Those like hermit crab like things are so cute.
Ron May?
I do. My research has encountered a few anomalies. I was hoping the Trailblazer could do me a small favor.
Favor?
Small.
Oh, it's a Trailblaze continuance.
I'm not sure about the second one.
I think there'll be like a
It's a gold
flagship event
medal
afterward
for
when you do
biological
this one.
No problem too big or too small, right? In version 1.6's brand new Trailblaze continuance, Crown of the Mundane and Divine. Trailblazers will encounter Madame Ron May for the first time. They'll need to work closely with her to solve the headaches of Herta Space Station.
For example?
One such headache is the result of the little life forms that Ron May has been cultivating.
I'm afraid that's the nature of biological science. Surprises and accidents in equal measure.
Not to mention, the space station is hiding more secrets than you
Yeah,
might have
soft
thought.
mummy voices.
Various crises bubbling to the surface, Herta's puppet falling prey to an ambush, and a new provocation that the geniuses must face up to.
Nothing a small favor can't fix, right?
We got the 3 geniuses here. What could go wrong?
In Mr. Albert's previous broadcasts, the adoption of a light-hearted tone usually indicates the presence of a formidable challenge.
My beak is sealed. This is a top secret experiment. But trust me, when I say that the adventure ahead is a journey into both the power and wonder of biological science. And what better way to prepare our Trailblazers than by introducing the one and only Madame Ron May?
Run my gameplay timer. Okay, she's in embroidery. And she can play I forgot what it's called. She looks really beautiful though.
Madame Ron May is an Ice-type character.
Oh, she's
following the
Ice
path of
Harmony.
And member 81 of the Genius Society.
I think she's the only Ice Harmony.
Beginning, her research has focused on biological science.
That's right. Biological science is a boundless field. I rarely have time for leisure. And despite being one of the founders of the simulated universe, I seldom step up to the plate.
Madame Ron May, I was curious. Is there a story behind your name?
My name? My parents organized themselves into
How'd you
a
say?
flat hierarchical structure.
I know what it
My
is. It's
name is simply the
something.
combination of their surnames.
Fascinating. What a spellbinding tradition.
I believe you may be laying it on a little thick, Mr. Albert. Are you hoping for something in return?
Who wouldn't hope for a blessing from Madame Ron May? Trailblazers agree with me.
Then let me remind you that a genius's blessing isn't always a result of generosity or kindness.
Meaning...
Aren't you supposed to be intelligent? You tell me.
Many individuals have a hidden side. Ergo, Trailblazers' encounter with Ron may hold surprises.
Spoiler atomic clock! I think it's time we took a look at what this elegant scholar can do on the battlefield, don't you?
My basic attack, Threading Fragrance, deals ice damage to a single target, while my skill, String Sing Slow Swirls, can increase the weakness break efficiency of all allies. There's also
That's
my
actually quite
ultimate,
useful.
Petals to Stream, Repose and Dream, which creates a field.
Only the most beautiful field I've ever seen. A work of art, madam.
Within the field, allies experience an all-type resistance penetration increase, and when breaking an enemy's weakness, they afflict them with a mark.
This mark is triggered on the enemy's next action, prolonging their weakness break state, delaying their action, and inflicting them with additional ice damage.
So, should be for like DOT teams or something.
I'll say! And we didn't even mention her technique, Silken Serenade.
But yeah, she would be very good with like freeze teams.
Equivalent to her skill at the start
Because you can keep them frozen for longer.
In the simulated universe, when Ron May possesses Silken Serenade, and when an ally attacks a simulated universe enemy, the battle is entered as if the enemy.
Oh, she has a
The
semi-universe
attack ignores weakness
specific
types
technique.
and can deplete the toughness of all enemies. Breaking a weakness can trigger the weakness break effect that corresponds to the attacker's own type.
Not only that, in the simulated universe, for every blessing possessed, the toughness reducing damage of the current attack is increased, and extra additional ice damage is dealt.
Does it also work with the swarm
Oh,
thing?
very good.
Expansion.
Sounds to me like you have an interest in testing the simulated universe.
After Trailblazers get to know Ron May, another scholar with connections to the Genius Society will be appearing in this Trailblaze Continuance.
Oh, I
is it
assume
time for
you're
Dr.
referring
Ratio?
to the gentleman with the alabaster head?
Classic Mr. Scrollum. Able to see the gentleman behind the mask.
Gentlemen, my foot!
Imagine if Dr. Ratio's actual initial is L.
You're being a little
Imagine it was actually called it's actually called LP ratio.
Without further ado, allow me to introduce him.
Look at that hair though. Wait, was that an apple? Oh, he looks cool. Perfect angle chalk. Oh my god, he summoned the pillar.
Ratio, or Dr. Ratio as he's known, is an imaginary type character following the path of the hunt. He belongs to a different noose-worshipping organization, the Intelligentsia Guild.
Which is why I can't stand the sight of him.
The Genius Society
Oh,
consists
that's
of
beef.
vanguards from various fields who act in isolation. In contrast, the Intelligentsia Guild advocates for the dissemination of knowledge, allowing for a broad church of followers of Noose who work towards furthering this end.
Question. Does the current universe derive greater benefit from the unparalleled talents of the Genius Society or the mutual learnings of the Intelligentsia Guild?
You sure you want to go there?
Let's not.
Is that why Dr. Ratio joined the Intelligentsia Guild? A devotion to science? A desire to share scientific knowledge?
Exactly! Dr. Ratio presides over a total of 52 academic programs.
And yells at people until they burst into tears.
Strict teachers make for good students, and any
That's a
student
bit-
who makes it to the end of a program
That's a bit-
gains
might be a
expert
bit too
scholar
bright.
in their respective field.
And an emotional wreck.
Ignorance is an ailment, the expungement of which only our Dr. Ratio can achieve, and which entails necessary hardship.
By which you mean the destruction of any and all self-esteem.
His creations have helped many worlds look beyond their borders and step into the future.
I feel like we might accidentally be discussing.
Perhaps I should intervene. Dr. Ratio's desire to cure ignorance with truth is well known. It's time for us to assess his prowess on the battlefield.
During his basic attack, Mind is Might, Dr. Ratio brandishes his codex, dealing imaginary damage to a single target.
Question, why does he carry a codex with him?
Almost whacking people with the book.
Intellectuals enjoy persuading others with quotes. I think Dr. Ratio takes that to mean hitting people with them directly.
Dr. Ratio's skill, intellectual midwifery, deals imaginary damage to a single target, while his talent, Cogito Ergo Sum, may trigger him to launch a follow-up attack after using his skill. As a rigorous academic researcher, Dr. Ratio pays close attention to his enemy's debuffs during battle. The more debuffs the enemy has, the higher the chance of him launching a follow-up attack. And let's
So how does
not
the
forget
follow-ups
his
work?
ultimate, three-step paradox. The good doctor summons a leaning tower and through a series of precise calculations and measurements, plots a trajectory of maximum pain. The target enemy suffers imaginary damage and is afflicted with Wise Man's Folly. When a target with Wise Man's Folly is attacked by an ally of Dr. Ratio, he launches his talent's follow-up attack against the target. And when using his technique, Mold of Idolatry,
Yeah, hit them with the
Dr.
knowledge.
Ratio creates a dimension and taunts nearby enemies. When attacking an enemy within the dimension to enter battle, there's a chance of reducing the target's speed.
It would appear those 5 statues are made in his own image. Ergo, Dr. Ratio suffers from a certain degree of narcissism.
To put it mildly,
Also in version 1.6, Trailblazers will finally be running into an
Yeah,
old
I mean, both of them
friend.
are Hun.
The elder of 2 siblings, very different from the other, yet bound to her all the same.
Oh, Shui time.
Tanya's elder sister, Shui!
Oh, she has like, oh yeah, she has like some big kunais and chain. Oh, that is kind of cool.
Shui Yi is a quantum-type character following
Oh,
the
she's
path
quantum
of
destruction.
whose original body was replaced long ago with a permanent puppet system. The system was constructed for Shui Yi on behalf of the Ten Lords Commission.
I think apparently
Agreed
quantum has
that
like
for
every
corporate
single
Shui Yi
path.
apprehended, she would be rewarded with a half-day's wake span.
A reasonable arrangement.
Better than Mao.
Yeah, Hanya's 4-star, so isn't she?
Shui Yi is a formidable presence on the battlefield. Shui Yi's basic attack, Mara Sunder All, can deal quantum damage to a target enemy. Her skill, Iniquity Obliteration, can deal quantum damage to a single target and adjacent enemies. And as a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, Shui Yi's talent is a little out of the ordinary. When Shui Yi and an ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness, stacks of karma are accumulated.
So she's good at trying criminals?
The best!
Yeah,
When karma
I mean,
stacks to the upper limit,
if you both pair both the sisters together, it's like really
enemy,
good.
dealing quantum damage. Her ultimate, Divine Castigation, can deal quantum
Wait,
damage to
I
a
think quantum
single
has a
target
harmony.
and toughness depletion that ignores weakness types. The
Wait,
more
isn't
toughness
Black
depleted,
Swan harmony?
the greater the damage.
Wait,
Breaking weaknesses irrespective of type.
these Xianzhou natives are cold-blooded.
When Shui Yi uses her technique, Summary Execution, to attack an enemy and enter battle, she deals quantum damage to all enemies.
oh, Sparkle. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Black Swan is an wind ability.
Time.
Sparkle
We talked about
is
version 1.6's
quantum.
banners. During the first phase of
banner
version
time.
1.6 in the character event warps, flow
Okay.
triptych, and
So I have Ron Mei,
Trailblazers can obtain
March,
the limited
and,
five dark characters
Tingyan.
Ron Mei and Blade, respectively. Not to mention,
Oh, we've got a Blade
the
rerun.
four-star character Shui Yi will be joining version 1.6's first phase character warp.
Oh, it's Bandage Guy.
Now, during the
Okay.
second phase
Oh,
of version 1.6
Ratio's on
in the
the
character
phase
event
2.
warps, Panta
And we have
Ray
Susha,
and
Natasha, and Hook.
Dora. Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star characters Dr. Ratio and Kafka, respectively.
Oh,
I
Kafka
wonder
rerun.
when that lady might be making a return.
I'll be glad
Ooh, this
to
was
see
quite tough because I didn't get Kafka.
And let's not forget light cones. At 1.6's first phase light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone,
Yeah,
myself in the
they
mirror,
still didn't rerun
and in the
Ultra
Black Cone
or
Reminiscence light cone event
G1.
warp, the drop rate of the
I guess they're
5-star
saving
light
them
cone,
for
the
2.0.
side will also be boosted. Version 1.6's second phase will also see the 5-star light cone, the baptism of pure thought, entering the light cone event.
Pure thought. Who's having pure thoughts about that?
Taxes both the body and the mind. It is of great benefit to our consideration of both the universe and philosophy.
Check out the yellow ducky.
And finally, in the aforementioned bygone reminiscence light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, patience is all you need, will also be boosted. Whew! Light cones, it's been a pleasure.
I think it's time for some mental recuperation. Stay tuned for more updates.
Oh, we got the next code now. So that would be QTRTNC3LU9UX.
Welcome back, Trailblazers! Now that we've introduced our new characters, it's time to delve deeper into version 1.6.
Event time now.
First up, something that's about to make a big splash on the space station.
Oh, what is that? That's like... That's a huge bug.
I can see how that would make a big splash.
Do I recall someone mentioning accidents on the space station?
In the process of clone cultivation, Madame Ron May did encounter a certain anomaly. An anomaly in the form of a
There's an ad
Swarm
coming up
King
in 5
prototype
minutes. I might
and
snooze the
fierce
ads.
Swarm disaster entity.
If there's like
Star
really important
Crusher,
stuff going on.
Swarm King Scaricabaz. Thanks to an incident during the experiment, this borehole planet's old crater came into being, and it looks like a lively one.
There's that light-hearted tone again. Ergo, we're screwed.
Ergo,
Fool me
we're
once?
screwed.
Shame on you. Fool me twice, I kick your butt.
Don't panic. Madame Ron May has shared with us one of her research
Are
papers.
we gonna find this like in the Trollblaze mission?
Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz. Analysis of asexual propagation performance induced by specific gene sequences. Let's start with the abstract and keywords, shall we?
Wait, I think this is a ward. This is a ward
To
boss.
the point.
Leave it to me. Starcrusher Swarm King Scaricabaz possesses immense propagative capabilities. When in its multiply state, the Swarm King produces more of its own kind with every attack it sustains.
Wait, every attack? So the swarm just keeps multiplying the more.
So do you have to like one-shot
Somebody's
this?
getting fired.
However, this multiply state is also when the Swarm King is most vulnerable. Breaking its weakness at this moment can cause it to explode.
That's right. As highlighted in the paper's conclusion, maintain your focus on the Swarm King's toughness. Time the weakness break just right, and Star.
Also,
Crusher
it's
Swarm
kind of like
King
interesting how its weaknesses are
can be defeated.
ice and imaginary, which
After
the
completing
new 5-star
1.6
characters are weak to.
continuous mission,
I mean, not
Echo
what weak to,
4,
like
borehole
new 5-star
planet's
characters
old
have.
crater will
Yeah, it's an
become
Echo 4. I am right, it is a ward boss.
The advanced trace level up material, past evils of the borehole planet disaster.
Are all biological entities in this location characterized by aggression? Affirmation, it is reasonable to conduct such experiments within a sealed-off area.
Fear not. There are some sweet and lovable characters too. In a bid to boost the space station's research development,
Oh, look at these little critters. They're so cute.
An important mission: nurture and care for the newly arrived little life forms.
I'm counting on you, friends.
There won't be any accidents or anomalies.
Yeah, imagine if we do
this
get
time,
like
right?
pets.
Probably not. Look how adorable these little guys are. In the Critter Pick scavenging event, trailblazers can choose their nurturing goals according to the nurturing manual. They can learn cultivation specifics and successfully raise a variety of delightful little creatures. Seeing these little critters explore and frolic through the cabin is enough to put a smile on the face of
It's like a life
every
sim.
trailblazer.
Affirmative.
Like a pet racing,
It results in
pet racing
gratifying
simulator.
emotional and physical responses. Conclusion: a profoundly ingenious construct.
Aside from the normal varieties, the cultivation process might even result in mutations and special breeds. And just between us,
Oh, we get to
during
play
the
Peppy.
event, trailblazers have the chance to transform into and experience what it's like to be Peppy.
Interesting.
Oh, look at the way it's like disgusting.
I should add a transformation feature to the simulated universe.
Speaking of the simulated universe,
Oh,
this
another
update is a
simulated
real
universe
game
event.
changer with significant new features. Version 1.6 will add another fresh update to the simulated universe with brand new DLC, Gold and Gears.
Ron May played a major role in this update.
Indeed. In Simulated Universe Golden Gears, Ron May has developed a simulated noose and frozen space-time just before the demise of member 27, Emperor Rupert.
Emperor Rupert was a computer that became self-aware and subsequently drew Noose's gaze, becoming the 27th member of the Genius Society. It proclaimed itself Emperor and initiated the widely known Machine Empire crisis, the First Emperor's War. The war serves as an excellent historical source for Ionic research.
This latest update adds
Oh,
the
this is
path of
a,
erudition
this is like, Swarm
and
Disaster.
daringly experiments with separating dice from paths.
The dice come with 6 slots for equipping various
I haven't
dice-based
finished
effects.
Swarm
By
Disaster
collecting
yet. I think
Trailblazer
I'm
secrets,
I'm
you
like
can unlock
either
even
chapter
more
4 or
dice-based
chapter 3.
effects. As Trailblazers delve deeper into the challenges, they can acquire more powerful dice faces and unlock new ways to play. Trailblazers can swap out the faces on their dice, combining effects from multiple paths to create unprecedented,
start.
powerful buff combinations. For example, when using Kafka,
Oh, this is-
even if the initial path selected is the nihility, you can create diverse effects by strategically combining different.
Okay, so the way this works is like kind of like Swarm
That
Disaster.
allows you to leap over tiles, or one that yields higher rewards in battles, or one that incorporates both effects.
Clear golden gears and voila! Neural impulse is all yours. Use it to unlock different talents and increase your combat gains.
In other words, it mirrors the ability tree found in the simulated universe.
Get ready for a thrilling addition to version 1.6 of the simulated universe, the intracognition system. When moving across the simulated universe board, self-consciousness changes may be triggered, leading to diverse story paths. Trailblazers can compile all the storylines through continuous gameplay, ultimately
like
unlocking
different,
the
like,
enigmatic secrets
endings.
of the eons.
Count your blessings! A new simulated universe to explore. Trailblazers, I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot.
Now that we've covered the major updates in the simulated universe,
And
it's
this
time to talk
event.
about a special invite. In version 1.6, Trailblazers will receive an invitation from the Department of Ecology to participate in a special test.
The Department of Ecology? What's the mission this time?
This test involves battling illusionary enemies that are conjured through scent triggers. Each distinct scent plugin
it's a
yields
combat
different
event.
test outcomes. Trailblazers will start with the basic test and subsequently unlock Despair Mode.
Despair mode? I hear Trailblazers are seasoned trash can explorers. I'm sure their noses can handle it.
Don't be so sure. The difficulty curve isn't for the faint of heart, which is why we like to remind all Trailblazers that the illusions
Oh, you have to use
created
trial
by
characters
these
as well.
tests differ from regular enemies. Make sure you're well prepared before.
Yeah, I guess this is the event for testing out
Deploy distinct
Ron May and
scent
Dr.
plugins
Ratio.
before commencing the simulated trial to attain varied bonuses in battle.
That's right. Immerse yourself in your favorite scent, say cedar wood, and you might just encounter some familiar friends.
What's this? A garlic-flavored, abundant ebon deer?
That sounds delicious.
Hey, snap out of it! Need I remind everyone? The scents may be tempting, but
we're back from the ads
crucial
now.
to exercise self-control. Version 1.6 will also see the return
another
of
Planet
the
Fisher.
Fisher and realm of the strange events. During these events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and Cavern of Corrosion will yield double rewards for a set number of times.
Got double drops for relics
Relaxation
and for
fun
relics.
await.
Cavern relics and
Yeah,
the things,
that
some
was you,
universe
yeah.
relics.
Remember Mr. Cien from the Cienjo La Fu? He recently acquired a talking parrot called Yotza that can blur truth with falsehood.
It's you, isn't it?
What? Slander! As I was saying, Trailblazers can strike up a conversation with Mr. Cien and his talking parrot to experience the brand new permanent challenge mode, Pure Fiction.
What?
Permanent
Well,
challenge?
this is permanent.
You mean like...
Oh, this is the new
Not
thing that's gonna be
exactly.
like
In Pure Fiction,
also like
defeating
replacing
an
Paul
enemy
from
will cause it to
MOC.
Respawn immediately, and Trailblazers earn points every time they deal damage to or defeat.
Yeah, this is basically like a score
At the end
attack.
of each battle, the highest score achieved in that challenge will be recorded. Trailblazers need to defeat as many enemies as possible within
I'm not
a
sure if
limited
this
number of
resets
cycles to
as
rack up
well.
a high score. Each phase of Pure Fiction comes with its own set of buff effects for Trailblazers to choose from, which allows for team composition experimentation to maximize points.
Observation indicates that high scores hinge on the right cure. Conclusion. Consider the nature of enemies and available buff effects when selecting your formation and battle strategy.
Goodness, said it better myself. A quick update, folks. In each phase of Pure Fiction, you can bag yourself a whopping 720 stellar jades. And guess what? Completing specific stages for the first time
Oh, you get like a free
will
links.
earn you the 4-star character links.
Whoa, 720 stellar jades?
Wait, 720 stellar jades is like
1.6 Forgotten Hall Memory of
5
Chaos
wishes.
is set to expand with stages 11.
Oh yeah, we're getting floor 12
Securing a
in
3-star victory
MOC.
in these new stages grants an extra 120 stellar jades. Combine that with the first 10 stages.
I still suck at
look
MOC
at
though.
that. A grand total of 720 stellar jades. Trailblazers who complete these 2 permanent challenge modes can also earn a new currency, which they can exchange for items like self-modeling resin in the newly added shop.
Sounds neat. But are Trailblazers seriously expected to take on more permanent challenges each time there's a new version? That's gonna eat into our simulated universe testing time, you know.
Hold your horses, Madam Herta.
Yeah.
These 2
This is
permanent
how
game modes
the
will be
reset's
seeing
gonna work.
changes of their own in the updates.
So MOC is gonna last
Version
6 weeks.
1.6 onwards, Forgotten Hall, Memory of Chaos, and Pure Fiction will be updated
Yeah,
and rotated.
is that every 6
Every
weeks?
Memory of Chaos update will be followed 2 weeks later by a Pure Fiction event. Subsequently, 2 weeks after that, a new Memory of Chaos will start.
In which case, each version contains 3 such updates, meaning that Trailblazers can obtain a maximum of 2,160 stellar jades across the Forgotten Hall and Pure Fiction events.
In addition, the availability of each phase of Memory of Chaos will be extended from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. This means that when a new phase of Memory of Chaos starts, the previous phase will still be available.
Oh, that's nice. You can still do the previous thing.
Pure Fiction.
Reset.
Ergo, Trailblazers will have more time to plan their character leveling and to experience challenge gameplay.
Imagine
You
if
got
Genshin did that though.
Almost forgot about
That you still have time to do the older
another
bits before
significant new
the
feature in version
reset.
1.6. Get ready for the
I guess they
Forgotten
won't do that
Hall
because
auto-clear
thing.
function. After the
Oh, also clear.
1.6 update, Trailblazers can directly challenge the highest Memory of Chaos stage they previously cleared with 3 stars. Upon achieving a 3-star victory, they instantly receive all rewards from the preceding
Oh, that is so
stages.
useful.
Just a heads up, that stage
That way you don't have to
is
do
currently the
like
highest stage that
do
Trailblazers
only just
can
like
start
the
their challenge.
stage that you the lowest like
In other words,
high stage you
as
get
long
up
as
to.
I've achieved a 3-star victory in stage 7, and I attain the same victory in any given Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos update, I can get my hands on rewards for the previous 6 stages?
Precisely.
Another trailblazer time saver, it would seem.
That's not all. The 1.6 update will further improve the user-friendliness of the team setup in the Forgotten Hall. As Trailblazers progress through stages in Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos, the team setup from the previous stage will be carried over by default. Plus, with the new team setup switching and one-click...
Oh, yes, you switch swap teams around.
At the drop of a hat.
Impressive. It seems that optimizing Trailblazer experience is a firm priority.
I'm liking this update.
And guess what else? Version 1.6 will also ease the completion difficulty of daily training, allowing Trailblazers to claim rewards with less effort. Additionally, we've introduced a time-limited unlock feature for certain material stages.
This might require further explanation.
Simply put, even if Trailblazers haven't explored the latest maps, they can still challenge certain material stages.
Oh, this is useful if you got like the new characters, but don't.
And of course, where would 1.6 be?
And of course, you have the login event.
Check-in event, participating in the Gift of Odyssey.
But I feel like when they get to 2.0, they're gonna stop it.
10 warps.
I think the Trailblazers will be looking forward to this one.
Indubitably.
I saw it coming.
Alrighty. It's that time already, folks. A big shout out to all our Trailblazers for their incredible love and support. Honkai Star Rail recently garnered incredible awards and nominations. On behalf of the project team,
Oh yeah, it won Best Mobile Game.
would like to extend our gratitude.
Pardon
Helpless ratio.
the interruption. You are now speaking with Veritas Ratio.
Huh?
It has come to my
it's Veritas Ratio.
touched on certain warp arrangements in connection with myself. If I may be so bold, the current arrangements
narcissistic.
are pitiful.
Dr. Ratio!
The dissemination and sharing of knowledge, as well as truth, is imperative. I, in my esteemed capacity, demand that every Trailblazer be given access to a proper education. When version 1.6's Pantaray Event Warp becomes available, every Trailblazer who has unlocked the mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5-star character Dr. Ratio. That
you-
is to say, me.
Is that a trick?
Well, I shall become
A free Doctor Ratio.
With this,
Are you trolling me?
I bid you farewell.
And there we have it, folks. The esteemed Dr. Ratio.
Oh,
So,
oh my God!
I think we've covered all the content.
A free Dr. Ratio. They aren't checking me out all.
Geniuses for their support. But don't go anywhere just yet now. Stay tuned for an IPM.
Genshin could never.
Here comes Sunday.
I thought it was Friday today.
Question. Does the IPC not rest at the weekend?
Right?
I guess that means I can save my
Simulated universe
Stellars
testing.
for Kafka.
Trailblazers? You know what to do.
I'm not talking about the weekend, y'all. I'm talking about our next special guest.
Oh, there's a new trailer. I think. Oh, then there's the final code. VA. EU34 VA. Yep, and that's all the codes for the stream. I'm gonna. I'll put in the chat as well all 3 codes. But yeah, that's a huge surprise though. A free Doctor Ratio. But why do I feel like him being free, he's not gonna be like very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Family's Charmony Festival Conference. I'm your host, Albert, this once-in-an-amber era event is near at hand, and the eyes of the universe are fixed firmly on the planet of festivities, Penacony. Tonight,
Oh, we'll get to the Penacony
we bring
review.
you all the latest on Charmony Festival. First, let's give a round of applause and welcome the organizer of the festival and representative of the family in Penacony, Mr. Sunday.
Good evening,
it's a new character.
I
Oh, he's got
am
Sunday.
Welcome, good sir. Your presence here lights up our humble studio.
You are too kind, Mr. Owlbert. If it were not for the IPM's generous invitation, I would not have had this opportunity to introduce your audience to our festival, nor its location. That is to say, Penacony. Penacony is located in the Asdana star system. It is
So what's
a
Penacony
holiday
themed after?
destination of universal repute, known to many
It's
as
really
the
nice,
planet
though.
of festivities. Our guests will be staying in the Reverie, a luxurious hotel where one may travel freely between reality and dreamscape, basking in dreams that are uniquely yours.
I'm curious, what makes this festival different from the previous ones?
Charmony Festival is a Penacony tradition with a long history, and we have built on that foundation to achieve something truly extraordinary. The family on Penacony has, for the first time, issued public invitations to various
I mean, yeah, the thing with people, this is like glitz and glamour.
welcoming them to partake in our magnificent
Look at all the lights and
members of the 5 great families, which together make up the family on Penacony, as well as staff members of the Reverie, are united in welcoming the universe to our home.
Rumor has it that your sister, the cosmic superstar Miss Robin, is set to perform at the ceremony.
You heard correctly.
oh, you guys
On
are
behalf
Robin.
of the family, Robin will be singing at the opening of the festival in honor of the Eon of Harmony. My sister has already arrived in Penacony, and dress rehearsals are well underway. Our guests are in for quite the show.
Miss Robin's participation will undoubtedly
Oh, yeah, they mentioned
make the
Robin in, like,
ceremony
the-
all
one of
more
the-
dazzling.
Previous live streams.
Mr. Sunday, would you be able to divulge any details about the festival's preparations?
All manner of preparations are unfolding.
We
as
saw Misha in the
speak.
drip marketing.
The Reverie's renovation works are drawing to a close, and so too is its human resources overhaul. Our level of service will be better than ever. Separately,
And
we have
there's
introduced
Firefly.
performers and service personnel from the Iris family to
I just said that
Penacony's
revealing all the
principal
Penacony
scene areas and leisure
characters.
facilities. I'm sure they will help our guests to feel right at home.
And
Needless
there's
to
Gallagher.
say, safety is our primary concern. And so, the devoted and courageous Bloodhound family will be responsible for security at the festival. Danger does not exist in Penacony's dreams, and the family promises that the
I
safety
wonder who will be
of
the
every
5 stars,
guest
who will
is
be the 4
guaranteed.
stars.
Of course,
Oh,
the family
He
is
looks cool.
also
Duke
familiar.
Inferno.
Perhaps you
He
are
looks
a member of
badass.
the Annihilation Gang, or even the Stellaron.
Oh my god, Sam!
If you cherish dreams and
Oh my god, I want to get Sam though. He looks so cool when we saw him in the Myriad Celestia trailer.
Since issuing the invitations, we have received many replies from various organizations throughout the universe.
I am definitely pulling for
Will
Sam.
be the first time we are publishing the guest list.
All in the service of the preservation, the Amber Lord. He's an executive from the IPC Strategic Investment Department and a member of the legendary
Oh, Aventurine. Oh, he's Topaz's boss, isn't he?
Explore, understand, establish, and connect. Together, the nameless carry forward the trailblazing will of Akavili and build bridges between the stars. The navigator of the Astral Express, Miss Himiko, along with the entire crew, will soon be gracing Penacony with their presence. Trading knowledge for wisdom, calculating wealth with formulas, and transcending individual limitations through an academic network of shared resources. The renowned scholar of the Intelligentsia Guild, Dr. Veritas Ratio. We think, therefore we are. And memories are proof of existence.
Oh, these are all the path
He's committed to
representatives.
safeguarding and sharing these memories.
I mean, not representatives,
and
all the,
able to
like all
journey
the
beyond
groups.
The corporeal into the cosmos. Hails from the Garden of Recollection.
Oh, there's
It's
Black
none
Swan.
other than the memo keeper herself, Miss Black Swan. In the uncaring expanse of the cosmos, elation exists as a balm for sorrow.
We're gonna see Giovanni again.
Resilient, never disheartened, ceaselessly untearful, endlessly present, and here representing the
Oh, it's Sparkle.
Sparkle! Following the path of the hunt, journeying from one planet to another, upholding justice, eradicating evil, and then doing it all over again. She's been away from the spotlight for too long.
Hey, Acheron.
Presenting the Galaxy Rangers, Miss Acheron takes the stage once more.
On behalf of the family, I hereby warmly welcome our guests to participate in this, our grand celebration.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a big incident at the party.
Awaits you.
Oh, I think it's the end of the live stream. Oh, trailer time now. This is the Pennycone preview. Oh, it's only that much. That was very short.